Hi, I'm Phil Van Allen, Director of the New Ecology of Things Lab at Art Center College of Design. Today we're going to show you how to connect something like this, a knob or sensor, to a microcontroller, the Arduino here, to flash, like over here. You can see that I'm rotating the knob and that's affecting a graphic on the screen. So this is really easy with the New Ecology of Things Lab Toolkit, or the NETLab Toolkit, and we're going to show you how. Let's get started. First thing we want to do is make sure something called the NETLab Hub is running. That's this application here. This application is a server that handles all the communication between Flash, processing, Macs, MSP, or other application, and the outside world, for example, the Arduino microcontroller. Okay, so we just turn that on, it runs in the background, we don't really have to worry about it once it's running. So we're starting in here in Flash with the new ActionScript 3 document. You'll notice after you've installed the NETLab Toolkit that you have some new components. So here we're going to drag out the analog input widget, or component, drag that onto the stage. As with lots of things in Flash, you want to always give them names. So we're going to type input 0 in for the instance name for this widget. Okay. Now also, we want to go to the component inspector and make some selections. So here under controller, if we pull that down, you can see that it supports several different controllers. The Arduino, which we're using today, but also the Make controller, which works through Ethernet as opposed to USB, and then the XB, which is a wireless sensor system. It's really great. Only $25, allows you to do wireless connections. Today we're going to use the Arduino. Okay, so that's about all we have to do. Now I can go to test the movie. And here it is. Now I can move this knob up and down manually inside of Flash, and that allows me to test things and see how they're working even if I'm not hooked up to hardware. But we want to see the hardware work, so let's connect. All right, we've hit the connect button. It takes a second for the Arduino to get going, and then you can see here that as I turn, the knob indicator in the widget, the analog input widget, goes up and down. So we did all of that very quickly and with no programming. Okay, but we're not doing anything very interesting here, so let's make it move a graphic. Close this. And so we need a graphic, so let me go import to the stage a JPEG. Select this one. Now, as with most things in Flash, we need to turn them into a movie clip. So I'm going to go here to the Modify window, and in Convert to Symbol, we're going to call this Moon. We'll say OK. Now, it's a movie clip. We'll go to Properties. Let's give it a name. Clip 1. OK. Now, in order to control a movie clip with the NETLab widgets, we go to the components and we find the clip control widget, and we'll drag that out. Now, this clip control widget uses an input here. It's looking for input 0, which we've named the analog input, and its output is clip 1, which is a movie clip named clip 1, which we've named here. Okay? You could change those if you wanted to in the component inspector. Clip, input source. All right. Let's launch the movie. And I'll make that a little larger for you. And now we can see that as I turn the knob, I'm moving the graphic back and forth across the screen in the X dimension. Now that's the property we're adjusting right now, but if we go here, we can pull that down and say, adjust the Y dimension. Okay, what about the scale? Very big, very small. Now, in Flash CS4, they've added great 3D, or really 2.5D features. So let's try rotating in the X dimension. Okay, so now we're rotating in the X dimension. And notice that our numbers down here, if I go to 0, it's normal. And as I rotate through 360, I do one complete rotation. Okay. We can also rotate in the Y dimension. And of course, in the Z dimension. Now, there are some other properties as well. We can blur. And there's also alpha channel, shadow, and frame number. Frame number allows you to cycle through, if you have a multi-frame movie clip, The number here, output here, will indicate which frame should be displayed. Okay, so that's the demo for today. Thanks for watching.